welcome to another X-Files CCG Deck Profile. This will be a deck that I've called Meanies. Let's get right into the starting agent teams. So we have Fox Mulder, Alex Krycek, Assistant Director Walter Skinner, and Agent Kreski. You'll notice that the team is a full 20-point team. We'll run down some abilities here. Kreski is here as cannon fodder. And to protect our two primary investigating agents while they're out running around doing their thing. He does allow you to negate a healing card played by your opponent, which is handy, especially if they're trying to accelerate their agent's healing process. Assistant Director Walter Skinner, his primary role is to sit in the bureau and generate 3 reds a turn. Krycek is here to assist in feeding our conspiracy pool with his ability, and Mulder is here because he's Mulder. We have one agent in the deck that we can take advantage of when the timing is right, and if we have extra resource points. Be Clyde Bruckman. His game effect is one of the best in the game. He starts with a token on him, and you can remove that token and examine your opponent's hand and remove 1 card from his hand from the game. If done at the right time, can be absolutely devastating. Our witness package is 2 thinkers to change keywords played by our opponent's cards, and a Mrs. Moulder. Miss Moulder is in here because we do want to play her, and she is fantastic. I'll just read her ability. Add 0 to the team's alien investigation or behavioral skills. We'll probably be playing her on an alien investigation website. If this card is used in a successful site investigation, the only player may ask, is your X-Files affiliation government, in addition to the site question for 0 cost. So we get an extra ask and help winnow down our options, more specifically affiliation government, if Miss Mulder's played on that alien investigation site. 2 questions for 1, can't be mad about that. Our equipment suite is going to be 2 hospital crash carts and 2 shotguns. Shotguns are here for CP fodder, and the crash carts are here for CP fodder, or if you're having difficulties with adversaries, to accelerate your agent healing. We've got our bluff suite. We have an explosion, no one believes you, injured relatives, 2 limited choices, 2 sinus cavities, and 2 oubliettes. Explosion is fantastic when you have too many conspiracy cards and not enough to pay. You can do a devastating amount of damage to an agent team with this 1 card. No one believes you. You get to add 1 to the difficulty of the skill checks for each agent beyond 1 investigating the site, punishing large groups moving around together. Injured relatives, forcing your opponent or forcing an agent to go to the hospital immediately. Limited choices is our way of messing with our opponent's hand a little bit more. We can make them discard any number of cards randomly chosen from their hand. Sinus cavity. Implant will decrease the agent's resource value by 1, and it's removed if they play a healing card. We can protect that for a little bit longer with Kreski. And oubliette removes an agent from the availability of an opponent for several turns until all the tokens are removed from it. We only have 3 adversaries in the deck, good ones, but only 3. Manitou, Dark Angel, and Brother Martin is attracted to you. He doesn't initiate combat, but you place 3 damage tokens on an agent on the investigating team. The damage agent must move to the hospital immediately and heals at half their normal rate. The agent may not leave the hospital until all damage is healed and cannot be moved using other cards. So they have to ride out the entirety of the healing process. Sites are pretty straightforward. We have a Cumberland Prison, 2 Coastal Northwest, Tracking the Killer, Women's Health, Lake Okobogee, Skyland Mountain, Mattawa, and then Miller's Grove. Subterfuge, Alien Investigation, and then a few odds and ends in there. But that's pretty straightforward for the team. And then our events. We have improved channels, avatar, application for FBI resources approved, Krycek Possessed, White Buffalo, a near-death experience, message from the stars, no one's so paranoid. We have 2X, 2 Deep Throat. That's our resource or active player suite of events. Improve channels to increase our hand size, avatar, to keep Skinner where we want him, application for FBI resources approved. You can snipe an opponent's agent for the turn with a Bureaucracy 4 plus skill check, and you may utilize them as cannon fodder or to supplement your team or use game tokens on them. The Krycek Possessed and the near-death experience are here to help us out and boost our 2 main investigating agents, Krycek and Moulder, as they continue to play through the sites, making them stronger and making Krycek a better fighter and Moulder just a little bit more efficient. We have White Buffalo to remove a game effect token or wound from any card under your control. Message from the stars, since we will be doing Alien Investigation, there's a chance we'll have an alien adversary. And this is another way to ask opponents a question. No one's so paranoid to get the effects of Langley, Frohike, and Byers. And then we have 2X and 2 Deep Throat for what they do. The next portion of these would be a blue plate special, a mulligan, a one breath, and a smoke and mirrors, number 5. Blue plate special. Sometimes it's worth the gamble to flip over the top card of your bureau deck, and if you can play it, you get to play it for 0. If not, it goes to the discard pile. Mulligan, if we run our land low or need a refresh, for 3, we get a hand of 7. One breath to go and get that event that's the most applicable to you at that time. There are a lot of singletons in this deck, so it's essentially a second copy of everything. Smoke and Mirrors 5 for the plus and minus 3 modifiers, and it's a great 5 to sell for Conspiracy Pool. We have Computer Access Denied, Counterintelligence Measures, Unexplainable Loss times 2, Alien Experimentation, 2 Captive Hybrids, 2 Foo Fighters, and 2 Deny Everything. A little spendier on this side of the board, but all effective and useful events to have. Computer Access Denied can stop their opponent's skill check. Counterintelligence Measures, again, this one not played very often, but play this card after your opponent has asked a characteristic question regarding your X-File. After you answer the question, your opponent must answer the question as well. Your opponent may still guess your X-File identity if normally allowed to do so, but you may not. Just another efficient way for us to get an extra question throughout the course of the game. Unexplainable Time Loss. Got to make that Science 4 plus or your turn's over. We have Alien Experimentation, just to negate any annoying events that your opponent might play. We have Captive Hybrid. You play this card to your opponent's field. Your opponent must subtract 2 from the resources he generates each turn while this card is in his field. If they can pay 7 resources and remove this card and move it to the discard pile. Very annoying for your opponent. Foo Fighters, very strong card, lets you do a second sale during your conspiracy turn. You only get 1 card purchase or draw phase during that, but you can sell, draw, sell again to bolster your conspiracy pool, or whatever order you choose to do so. But that would be what I would recommend doing. And then, of course, to deny everything is just to block your opponent if they do successfully investigate a site. That is the deck profile for this one. Again, lots of strong cards, lots of interesting combinations. Nothing too crazy, just a good old-fashioned strong deck. Thank you.